Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or misplaced your glasses while they were sitting right on your head? Memory slips happen to everyone, but for seniors they can feel more worrying. Many people wonder, is this just aging or something more serious? The good news is, while we can't stop time, we can nourish our brains in powerful ways. And here's the secret, you don't need expensive pills or miracle supplements. Nature already provides what your brain craves through simple, everyday foods. In this video, we'll explore 7 foods proven to support brain health and memory, especially for seniors. These aren't exotic ingredients you'll never find at the store. They're practical, delicious, and backed by science. And stay with me until the end, because the final food on this list is surprisingly common, yet many seniors overlook it. And it may be the easiest brain boost of all. For Robert, a 70-year-old retired engineer, the first signs of memory decline were small but unsettling. He would start boiling water for tea, then wander off and forget the kettle was on. He misplaced his wallet more than once, and sometimes he struggled to recall the names of people he had known for years. "It makes me feel like I'm slipping," he confessed quietly. Like many seniors, Robert feared what these lapses might mean. His mother had suffered from dementia, and he couldn't shake the thought that he might be following the same path. The more he worried, the worse the lapses seemed to feel. Each moment of forgetfulness chipped away at his confidence, leaving him anxious about his future independence. Doctors reassured him that some memory changes are a normal part of aging, but reassurance didn't erase his daily frustration. Robert felt helpless, like his brain was working against him. He wanted to stay sharp, to keep enjoying crossword puzzles, woodworking projects, and conversations with his grandchildren. But he didn't know where to begin. That's when a friend mentioned nutrition. "Your brain is like an engine," she said. "It runs better when you fuel it with the right things." At first, Robert dismissed the idea. How could food really make a difference? But as his concerns grew, he decided he had nothing to lose by trying. What Robert didn't realize at the time is that diet plays a huge role in brain health. The brain uses about 20% of the body's energy. As she read aloud, he struggled to recall a word he had known all his life. The pause was long enough that she noticed, and though she smiled sweetly, Robert's heart sank. "If I can't remember simple words now, what will it be like in 10 years? He wondered. That fear grew heavier whenever he thought about his independence. He valued living on his own, cooking, driving, managing his finances. But memory slips made him second-guess himself. He worried that one mistake, like forgetting to turn off the stove, could endanger not only his safety, but his dignity. This struggle is deeply familiar for many seniors. Memory lapses are not just inconvenient, they can stir up anxiety, shame, and even isolation. Some withdraw from social activities, afraid of embarrassing themselves. Others become quiet around loved ones, hiding their forgetfulness behind silence. Slowly, the joy of daily life fades into the background. Robert admitted that at his lowest, he even considered buying expensive brain pills, advertised online. But deep down, he knew quick fixes rarely delivered on their promises. He needed something real, something sustainable. The turning point came when his doctor explained how nutrition fuels the brain. "Think of your brain as a garden," she said. "If you feed it junk, weeds grow. But if you give it rich soil and sunlight, it flourishes." She encouraged him to look at food not just as calories, but as medicine for the mind. Robert left that appointment with curiosity, but also hesitation. Could small changes at the table truly bring back the confidence he had lost? Still, the idea gave him hope, and hope was exactly what he needed. That's where his story shifts. Because when Robert began experimenting with foods known to boost brain health, he discovered something remarkable. His memory sharpened, his energy lifted, and he started to feel more like himself again. And the best part? These foods weren't rare or complicated. They were everyday ingredients sitting quietly in the grocery store. Robert began making small but intentional changes to his meals, guided by his doctor's advice. Instead of searching for miracle pills, he turned to natural foods that nourished both body and brain. Within weeks, he noticed subtle improvements: clearer focus during crossword puzzles, fewer tip-of-the-tongue moments,
and more steady energy throughout the day. The first change he made was adding fatty fish like salmon and sardines to his diet twice a week. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, these foods support brain cell communication and reduce inflammation, two keys to sharper memory. He also swapped processed snacks for blueberries and strawberries. These colorful berries are packed with antioxidants that protect brain cells from aging. Robert laughed when he realized that something as simple as a handful of berries could give him a mental lift. Another favorite became leafy greens, spinach, kale, and collards. Full of vitamin K,
lutein, and folate, they act like brain fuel, supporting memory and slowing cognitive decline. Robert began adding a small salad to his lunch, telling himself, "This is food for my mind." As he leaned into these changes, Robert discovered that brain health wasn't about overhauling his life. It was about small, steady habits, choices that built strength over time. These foods became more than nutrition. They became reminders that he still had the power to influence his health, one bite at a time. Robert didn't stop with fish, berries, and greens. As he explored further, he added more everyday foods that nourished his brain and gave him confidence that aging didn't have to mean decline. One of his simplest shifts was nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds became his afternoon snack. Packed with vitamin E and healthy fats, they supported his memory and kept his energy steady. "A handful a day feels like brain insurance," he joked. Next came whole grains, oats, brown rice, and whole grain bread. By keeping his blood sugar stable, these foods provided a slow release of energy that helped his brain stay focused and alert. No more mid-afternoon fog. He also discovered the benefits of turmeric, a golden spice often used in soups and teas. Its active compound, curcumin, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects and may improve mood and memory. Robert began sprinkling it into scrambled eggs, adding color and health in one simple step. And finally, he made sure to drink enough water. It seemed almost too basic, but dehydration can reduce focus and short-term memory by as much as 25%. Keeping a water bottle nearby became one of his most effective habits for mental clarity. Altogether, these 7 foods, fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, whole grains, turmeric, and water, transformed Robert's daily routine. They weren't expensive, exotic, or hard to find. They were practical, accessible, and delicious. Most importantly, they reminded him of something vital. His brain was still capable of thriving. With every mindful choice, he felt less fearful about decline and more empowered to embrace the years ahead with clarity and strength. Robert's journey reveals a truth we often overlook.
Protecting the brain doesn't always require pills or complicated treatments. Sometimes it begins with what's already on our plate. These 7 foods are more than nutrients. They are daily reminders that we still have influence over our health, even as we age. For seniors, memory lapses can feel frightening, even discouraging. But food offers a way to fight back with hope. Each bite of fish, each handful of berries, each sip of water is a step toward sharper focus and steadier confidence. The message is simple: your brain is not powerless. With small, consistent choices, you can support memory, protect clarity, and feel more like yourself again. So the next time you sit down for a meal,
remember, you're not just feeding your body, you're fueling your mind too. And that nourishment can help you face the years ahead with strength, dignity, and peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you already tried adding any of these brain-boosting foods to your meals? Or is there one new habit you'd like to start this week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story may inspire another senior to take that first step toward better brain health. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more gentle guidance on living with strength, clarity, and peace. And if you know someone who worries about memory or focus, share this with them. A small change at the table could mean a brighter tomorrow.